Great evening, everyone. My name is Nikia O'Shea. Thank you for joining us for this week's edition of the Coach's Corner. We would love to have a conversation with you. So if you don't have any background noise, please take yourself off mute. If you do have background noise, then by all means, please remain on mute. I want to just share this with you. I saw this earlier and it gave me a moment to pause and reflect. So, in this space that we're in, I want to encourage everyone to extend a little grace. Be kind and gentle. Some folks are walking around with broken hearts, tired souls, and still finding strength to smile at you. So I'm asking that today you be the light in a dark situation and share your smile with someone else. The young man is going to bring the information to us tonight. He knows 100% of the facts. He loves to have fun, but more importantly, he knows how to get to the money. He has over 30 years in this industry. He is a master trainer, a sought after public speaker. He is an encourager, but more importantly, he is a friend and a coach to the people. Without further ado, I'm going to present to some, but introduce to others, Mr. Sonic Jones. Can you hear me, sir?
I can hear you, ma'am. Can you hear me, though?
Loud and clear.
Awesome. Thank you so much for that warm and wonderful introduction, Miss Nikia O'Shea, Diamond Extraordinary. Y'all give us some love in the chat. Truly appreciate that warm welcome. Happy Wednesday to everybody here with us live. I'm so happy to see you guys smiling faces. For those that I can see your smiling faces. If you happen to be watching a replay, well, shout out to you, and I'm happy whatever day you're watching this. She said, my name is Sonic Jones, ladies and gentlemen. And tonight, I want to talk to you as if I'm talking to myself. Some of you guys know that been away. We had to celebrate a special person's birthday this past week. And as she told me, the party don't stop because we'll be celebrating all month long. However, However, it is time for all of us, but myself and herself included, to get back to business. Now, here's the thing. Last week, I gave instructions that I would not be attending the call live, but I did want y'all to still put all the things that we've been teaching into work. I wanted you to still have some action. Now, here's the test. We're going to see. Did anybody do some things positive for their business and have any kind of success? If you did, please unmute yourself and speak. Just let me know. Nobody. All right.
Well, I did.
No, one person. All right, one person.
I did.
I did too.
Working on it now. I had to stop.
All right.
I
Well,
did too, Coach.
listen, now some of the stuff is verifiable, y'all. So if you didn't, we gonna check. We're gonna check. But I want you guys to always be performing at your optimum levels, ladies and gentlemen. Just because I take some time off that you think doesn't mean you should take time off. Because I promise you, while I was away, I was still working. Still collected names, still collected some numbers, still had conversations about business. And first of all, part of the beautiful thing is I'm also a travel agent. So anytime I travel, I'm always working, ladies and gentlemen. That's the beauty of having that option. However, I want you guys to seriously be in the mood of still always working, because the grind doesn't stop until you do. And if you want to seriously be successful, you can't stop. You can't stop. You got to always keep going. And so tonight, like I said, I'm gonna talk to you like I'm talking to myself. As part of the things that I'm going to be talking about is becoming what we call a king or queen maker. See, everybody wants to be the king. Everybody wants to be the queen. You want to be the top. You want to be the diamond. But I gotta tell you, it's great. It's great to be the king, but it's better to be the king maker. And since we have about 70% ladies on this call, it's great to be the queen, but it's better to be the queen maker. And so let's kind of talk about some of those things. I want to talk to you about modeling the behavior that you want repeated. See, a lot of us are not doing the work that we want repeated. And we're in an industry where we can make a lot of money playing that old school game called follow the leader. We're in an industry where you can make a lot of money being a copycat as long as you copy the right cat. But your goal, your objection should be to be the right cat to copy. What does that mean? That means you should be modeling the behavior that you want repeated. You want to get good at creating a recipe that can be duplicated. We talk about this all the time. Like the real secret of success in our industry is that ability to create duplication. And the truth is, people can't be duplicated, but systems can. Seymour is an amazing coach, leader. He performs at a level of, but everybody can't do that. But what he can do, and what he does do, is he has systems in place that his people can follow, and that's why he's able to have this massive duplication inside of his organization. But still, the behavior that you want to see inside your organization, you have to model it. You got to be worthy of being called the leader. And everybody's not going to be called coach. Let's get that clear. But you should be interested in being a leader. And if you want that success, become that leader, but model the proper behavior, ladies and gentlemen, that can be duplicated. And so there's 4 steps. I want you to write this down. If you got that pen, you got that paper, write these 4 steps down that I believe should be modeled. All right, number 1, game planning. We got to get really good at game planning. And I'm talking about in a broad sense, planning the game. Where do you want to go? What do you want to do? How are you going to get there? I tell people all the time, it's great to have goals, but if we don't have a plan to get to that goal, well, you're wasting your time. We say all the time that a goal without a plan is just a wish. That those desires are cute, but we want the plan necessary. So you being able to create a game plan to get to whatever your desired goal is very, very critical. But then that's something that we should be able to teach our people. Teach them how to game plan so that they can have the success as well. Again, we're in an industry where you help enough people get what they want. By default, you'll get what you want. That's Zig Ziglar from decades ago. He's been dropping that knowledge. So number 1, I want you to get good at game planning and modeling that game planning as well. Number 2 thing the step that I want you to learn how to model, how to launch and how to grow. We say that amateurs start a business and professionals launch a business. And I want you to understand, there's some of you that's been, well, Sonic, I've been in the business for a year, for 2 years. I can't possibly launch now. Wrong. You absolutely can. You can plan your launch again and again and again. In fact, you should be doing that. And if you're not doing that, you're shortchanging yourself. It's the reason you're not having the success that you want. So plan in that game planning, relaunching your business. Everybody should have some massive launch campaigns over the next 30 days, right? Number 3, plugging in. We teach y'all that GPS system, get in, plug in, stay in. But it's critical for you to be plugging in on a consistent basis. I've told my team this for over 20 years. I'm going to tell y'all here again. I may have some new people on here. Some people have never written this down or accepted this into their system. And you know what? You don't even have to, but I do. I tell my people all the time, you're like a stove when you get into business with me. If you plug in, I can keep you hot. But the minute that you unplug, you're going to let yourself cool off. Some of y'all will get that tomorrow. Plugging in, though, is critical for you to stay hot. It's how you feed your soul. It's how you feed your mind. It's how you feed your success. It's continuously plugging in. And we just so happen to have, when I say we, I mean the Green Organic Leadership Squad, we just so happen to have so many options for you guys to plug in. If you can't make one, you can make something else. If you can't make Monday, we'll make Tuesday. If you can't make Tuesday, we'll make Wednesday. We have so many options for you to plug in, ladies and gentlemen. Take advantage, because the leaders that take their time to do this, I'm going to tell you this, real talk, don't have to. Don't have to. They're doing it for you and your success. But when you're not plugging in, they're not hurting them. Because trust me, the minute these numbers start to dwindle down, it's going to be the end of the coach's corner. I'm letting you know now. But I still will have success. I promise you, I still will have success. But it's going to be you that's hurt because you're not plugging in. We don't have to do this. We're doing this for you guys. We want you to succeed. But you got to plug in to stay hot, ladies and gentlemen. That's a model, that's a behavior that you should be modeling to yourself and to your team. All right, last one, committing. Committing is so important. So many of us, well, so many of y'all think that y'all are in Green Organics, and you know what? You are. But for a few of us, Green Organics is in us. I'm going to say that again. There's a big difference between you being in Green Organics and Green Organics being in you. And the moment that clicks for you, things are going to change. I want you to really learn the process of being able to commit, ladies and gentlemen. It's like you can't have a successful marriage if there's no commitment involved. Would you guys agree?
Yes.
I see a lot of head shaking. Some of y'all still on mute, even though you ain't got no background. It's okay, right? You can't expect to get through 4 years of college or higher education unless there is a commitment involved. You can't afford. You can't really fathom being able to stay at this used to be some people's dream, but staying at that job, to get that good pension, unless there's some commitment involved. And Lord knows if you don't commit to going to work, well, you won't be there long, right? Same thing with your business. You have to have a certain level of commitment in order to have the success that you desire. So I hope y'all wrote those 4 things down, ladies and gentlemen. You need to get good at modeling those 4 steps. Number 1, game planning. Number 2, that ability to launch and grow. Number 3, plugging in. And number 4, committing. All right? Ask yourself this. What does your personal activity look like? If your personal activity, I would tell my squad all the time, if you show me your calendar, meaning your schedule, I can tell you how much money you're gonna make. If I see what your personal activity is, I know how much money you're gonna make. But in the same vein, if I see nothing on your calendar, if I see no personal activity, I know how much money you're gonna make. And you do too. So consistently, you should be asking yourself, what does my personal activity look like? If you're, there you go, Seymour. Seymour's holding up that phone right now, right? If you, Seymour, you threw me off. You know I got ADD, boy. Yeah, I got to stay focused, all right? Make sure that you have, your game plan going, and your personal activity stays at a level conducive to the income that you want to make. Ask yourself this. You know what? Let's see who's bold enough to answer. Are you at the level of income that you are comfortable in within the Green Organics business? Please unmute yourself and let me know that.
No.
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 Absolutely not.
But those that said no, and by the way, it's perfectly fine answer. There's no right or wrong answer. It's a personal answer. But if the answer was no, the first way, the best way, the fastest way, the biggest way for you to impact that no to a yes, increase your personal activity. Increase your personal activity. That's it. It sounds so simple, and it really is. Now, I didn't say it was easy, because there's
Mm-mm.
a difference between simple and easy, ladies and gentlemen. So it's very simple. The solution is simple, but it's not always easy. But I'm gonna tell you this: the things that's it's so important in life, it's not gonna be easy. It's not gonna be easy.
Word.
Some of the things might be difficult. The best things worth having, it's gonna be difficult to get. But it's simple. We just got to increase the personal activity. And I promise you, if you increase your personal activity, you'll watch your bank account grow. Guaranteed. Call me on it if it don't happen. I can bank on that. All right. So ask yourself, are you showing the plan? And what does your personal activity look like? How many times per day, per week? If you're doing it per month, I know what your activity is looking like. But how often are you showing the plan? When I say show the plan, by the way, let's introducing this business to somebody. Show the plan. How many times are you doing that? That goes right in line with what does your personal activity look like? I promise you, the more times you show this plan to somebody, the more money you're gonna make. The more times you show this plan to somebody, the more lives you're gonna be able to change. The more times you show this plan to somebody, the more lives you change, the more success you have, the easier it gets.
Mhm.
Simple. It's not easy, but simple. And again, I started this out telling y'all, I'm going to talk to you like I would talk to myself.
Mhm.
Stuff that I'm going to say to you tonight is stuff that I'm saying to myself on me getting ready to relaunch. Just letting you know, it's about to happen. All right? Are you shadowing your team? Are you educating them? Are you giving them good advice? Are you teaching them cheat codes to try to get to a rank level? No. Let's do the right thing. Let's do duplicatable activity. Let's do things that's going to teach you to have, what's my favorite 5 words? That long-term, sustainable residual income, ladies and gentlemen. I'm just going to tell you what I know. Help your team grow and help your team grow the right way. I want you to get comfortable in what we call reaching around and tap rooting. Does everybody know what I mean when I say tap rooting?
Tap?
Tap rooting.
No.
It's a term that I've used in this industry. We've used
Yes.
in this industry for a long time. So I got
Absolutely.
notes. I appreciate the
Yep, I
honesty.
remember.
No.
This we're gonna give you an example of what tap rooting is. Let's say let me look on this screen. Let's say I was blessed enough to bring in Coach Seymour. I start working with Seymour. Seymour brings in Tina Stone. Tina Stone happens to bring in Gina Wilson. And Gina Wilson happens to bring in Lynette Jamai. I'm going to tap root through my organization, and I'm just going to go from level to level. I'm going to start figuring out who in my organization wants this just as bad as I do or more. And when I see it's Lynette Jamai that's ready to go from zero to hero, that's ready to change her life, change her bank account, change the rest of the family dynamics forever. Oh, I'm tap rooting and I'm going down, and me and Lynette going to work together personally. That's called tap rooting your organization. You're not just working with those that you personally bring in.
Right.
I'm working with my children's children in my organization and tap rooting to find out who wants it more. Because I only go where I'm celebrated. I will no longer go where I'm just tolerated, ladies and gentlemen. And I'm going to work with those who want to work with me. And I'm going to work with those who have that burning desire that's not going to waste my time, my energy, or anything else. Those are the people that's going to get my energy. Those are the people that are going to get my attention. I learned how to tap root in my organization, and I go through people. Because watch this. It's not always who you bring in. And it's not always who you know. They may know somebody that knows somebody that knows somebody that's going to be that next Will Sanders.
Yep.
All right. So learn how to taproot, learn how to reach around and taproot through your organization. And that doesn't mean there's disrespect, or I'm not passing Seymour to go to Tina to get this. I still love and respect all of them, but I'm going to spend my time working with those that want it. Still will edify Seymour, still will edify but I'll learn how to taproot into the organization. I work with people 3, 4, 5 levels deep. Okay, you should too. All right. Are you giving your team the knowledge necessary to become successful? Most of us are not. If you're looking in your organization and you're saying, "Hey, I'm not making the type of money that I want to make," number one, it's because of your personal activity. Number two, it's because you're not. Hold on one second. Mute that out. It's because you are not creating the team necessary. Because network marketing is not about a little bit of people doing a lot of work. It's about a lot of people doing a little bit of work. That's the beauty of being able to create and have an organization, ladies and gentlemen. Okay. So many people think knowledge is power, but I tell y'all all the time, applied knowledge is power. Y'all get on these calls, y'all take all these notes, and y'all do nothing with them. It is not going to make you no money. Start applying what you've been learning. Okay. Learn how to aid and execute. Learn how to aid and execute. Learn how to aid and execute. All right. And I've learned 3 decades of doing this. You need 2 things to work in conjunction with each other in order for you to become successful. You're going to need the will and you're going to need the skill. And I ain't talking about Will Sanders. I'm talking about that inner will. You're going to need the will, that desire, that burning desire, and you're going to need the skill. And you can't do it with just one or the other. You can't just be skillful and never apply it. And you can't want it more than ever, but never do nothing and never learn anything. You got to have both. You got to have the will and the skill. All right. Create this mindset, ladies and gentlemen, of each one, teach one. I want to teach Miriam so she could teach Lori, so Lori could teach Rosalina. We all grow together. This is how we all win. Okay. In our industry, first you learn, then you take the L off, then you earn, right? So you gotta, the more you learn, the more you earn. But again, you got to start practicing the right things. And you have to do that consistently. One of my favorite words. Got to do it consistently. I've learned that your bank account could be a reflection of your knowledge. Your bank account definitely could be a reflection of your knowledge.
Yep.
Some of y'all think y'all know it all, but you ain't doing nothing with it. And again, I told you, hey, listen, I'm going to talk to you like I'm talking to me. All right. All right. Learn how to educate and encourage. Seriously. 2 words. Learn how to educate and encourage. I used to teach a saying, and I'm about to go back to this. I'm going to start promoting people in what we call popping pins. All right. So at some of my other companies, and you know, we give out little medals and stuff here as well when you come to the boot camp, but call it popping pins, right? When everybody in the organization has these pins and they've been having this success, we're promoting people and we're popping pins. And the more people we're promoting, the more pins we're popping, that means the more success the organization is having. And the more success the organization is having, that means the faster the organization is growing. And the faster the organization is growing, that means the more money is being made. And the more money that's being made, the happier the team is. So we got to get back to the basics of promoting people and popping pins. At least I am. Okay. Help your people and teach your people how to get to the next level. It's a focused racing game. And we just want everybody to get to the next level and do it the right way. Do it where it's teachable and sustainable. Not, you know what, I'm gonna buy 10 items for you, and then you're gonna buy 10 items for me, and then we both gonna be, no. That's not promoting people and popping pins. Okay. I want you to have 10 brand new business partners or customers, but I want you to have 10 brand new business partners.
Amen.
All right.
Yes.
I talked about earlier about how great it is to be the king and queen, but it's even better to be the king and queen maker. Let me tell you this, man. Rule number one, as long as I've been doing this, I was always taught in our company, top position is called a diamond. Well, at least in Gold Desana. They go even higher in HBN. But let's just stick with the word diamond for now. You're not a real diamond until you start popping diamonds.
Yep.
And that means, but doing it the right way. Like, man, I hit diamond. Then I had William Padmore hit diamond. We had Charlotte Whitaker hit diamond. We had Kenya hit diamond. Nakia hit diamond. Like you want to have that power in the organization of successful individuals, and then you want that duplicated.
Mm-hmm.
Charlotte didn't feel like a diamond until Kenya hit diamond, and Kenya didn't feel like a diamond until Corey hit diamond. Like that's success. Being the king or queen maker. Y'all understand and get what I'm saying now? Does that make sense to y'all?
Yeah.
Absolutely. Yes, Coach.
One of the smartest things that you could do is what we call recruit up. Recruit up. So I know y'all have learned the color personalities. I have told you I don't teach the color personalities because we associate the colors with something else, right? We teach red, greens, and blues. Reds are people that you look up to. Greens are people, in the same workplace, same socioeconomic status, things like that. And blues are people that look up to you, right? So most of us have been content with recruiting blues. Those people that look up, they're easy to get in. You do this because I said you're going to do it, right? Learn to recruit those reds. Learn to recruit, we call it recruiting up. Recruiting people better than you. Recruit people who make more money than you. Recruit people who have a bigger social influence than you have. Recruit those politicians. Recruit those doctors. Recruit those, those principals, things like that. So scared. You got them on what you call your chicken list. Scared to call them. Scared to call them. Why? Because they might say no. Because they might look at you. It's going to be the worst feeling when somebody else talks to them and they get in the business and they blow up, and you're going to be pissed off. I wish I would have. You're going to wish and woulda, coulda, shoulda all over yourself. Don't do that.
I would want to give myself a 3-year window.
Learn how to recruit up and go after that chicken list. It's going to be the smartest thing that you can do. And by the way, the worst thing that can happen is they tell you no, but guess what? If you don't talk to them, they're already a no. Like, you literally don't have nothing to lose.
Yep.
Y'all scared for nothing. What if they say no? They ain't gonna buy nothing. Stop. Like, you shortchanging yourself with what we call stinking thinking. Man, some of y'all should have had some other people on this call tonight. I don't know.
Yes.
You know what? I'm gonna do what Will does. Listen, if you wish you had some more people on this call, put one in this chat. I just want to know. I just want to know, ladies and gentlemen, like for real, because I said I'm gonna talk to you like I'm gonna talk to myself, and I could be hard on myself sometimes, but it gotta be. Somebody got to coach the coach. And hell, if nobody want to talk to me, I'm gonna talk to myself. They say they told me that was the first sign of going crazy. I realize it's not. Talking to yourself is not the first sign of going crazy. Answering yourself is the first sign of going. All right, we're not going to go there today. All right.
Oh my God.
Yes.
Oh my
All
God.
Listen, man, my goal right now is I want the strongest team on the planet. It don't got to be the biggest team, but I want the strongest team on the planet. If you and by the way, if you're in my organization and you're ready to be part of that, let me know. Because again, we're gonna plan some things this summer. All right. I want a winning team, and I want to have the best franchise players. Man, growing up, I played sports. I love football. That's where Sonic Boom came from. Because when I played defense, I was crushing them. You would literally hear that boom. That
Boom.
Sorry, bringing back memories. But watch this. I want a team of strong franchise players. I don't want the scrubs. I don't want the bench warmers. I don't want the water boys. I want franchise players. And you should be looking for those franchise players as well, ladies and gentlemen, if you want to win. If you want to have a winning team, if you want to have a winning season, if you want this championship goal, you better start locating some franchise players. You can't do it by yourself. Who do you think you are?
That's right.
Just going to tell you. Just going to tell you. All right. Focus on becoming intentional and make sure that you're consistently focused. All right? All right. What time we got? All right. We're gonna get ready to wrap this up. We're going to get ready to wrap this up. All right. My goal right now, if listen, you don't even have to take my goal if you don't want to, but I'm gonna teach those that want to follow. I want to build the strongest team the industry has ever seen.
Mm-hmm.
All right. But remember, we're playing follow the leader. So you got to start internalizing that if you want those right people to follow you. Okay?
Okay.
And by the way, you got some of those people that are on this call. Well, listen, I really don't want to build a team. I really don't. That's fine. Hey, you don't have to. Let me be perfectly clear. You don't
I
have
want to
to.
build a team.
And I want you to understand that the world pays for team building, ladies and gentlemen. The world pays for team building. Think about, I don't care where you work. You work at Coca-Cola, you know what they do? Build teams.
Yep.
You work for the phone company, you know what they do?
Build
Build teams. You work for the movie theater, you know what they do? They build teams. The world pays to build teams, and you're so scared of doing what the world has been doing. You're so scared of doing what corporate America's been doing. You're so scared of doing what these big companies have been doing, but all they do is build teams. Are you going to be the CEO of your team?
Yeah.
I am.
Ask yourself what kind of team you want to build, because Lord knows that was, man, I would complain. I told y'all, some of y'all this before. There'll be time where I'll be like, man, my team ain't doing nothing. My team ain't showing up to no events. My team ain't doing this. And my mentor would be like, that's the team you built. Hey, he spanked me. Spanked me. So I've learned I'm looking for the franchise players.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Have a builder's mindset. That's going to start to set you apart. Having a builder's mindset, understanding what your why is, understanding what your goals are, and understanding how strong your list is. I did a whole training on the list about a month and change ago.
Mm-hmm.
All right. By the way, there's a difference between recruiting and building. Oh, I recruited the most people. I built the strongest team.
Mm-hmm.
I want y'all to listen to the words that I said. I didn't say I want to recruit the most people. I told you I want to build the strongest team of franchise players.
Yep.
Watch this. Recruiting plus retention equals building as well.
Yes.
All right. One of my goals right now those that really want this, those that are serious, I want to help y'all get to the finish line. Whatever your finish line is, I want to help you get to the finish line. That's what I'm gonna be focused on, ladies and gentlemen. Outside of my personal production, we're gonna get that up because I told look, I'm talking to me, I'm talking to you like I'm talking to me, and I'm talking to me like I'm talking to you. And if I don't like what my income is, I know my personal activities got to go up. I told y'all before, I ain't never gonna train on theory. I ain't never gonna train on something I've never done, and I'm not gonna train on something I don't know how to do. But I know how to get to the bag. I know how to make this money. I know how to be a leader. I know how to create leaders, and I'm just giving you the sauce tonight. Some of y'all ain't even taking notes.
Secret in the house.
All right. Build your team. I taught y'all core 4. Anybody remember core 4?
Yes.
All right.
Yes.
So when you building your core
Be
4,
committed.
I want you to watch this. Think about who's your CEO. If you're the CEO, who's your president? Who's your vice president? And who's my what you call the sergeant at all? Like I'm building a company.
Okay.
Start thinking like a millionaire if you want to start getting what millionaires do. And some of y'all gonna let these little things go over your head. Focus on your core 4. Get your eggs, flour, milk, and sugar so you can get to the cake. Go back to the 12 pillars training that I did and make sure that you're looking for the right people. Build strong relationships all around you. Build strong relationships all around you. A lot of y'all are not even on my squad, and guess what? I can't wait to see y'all at the next boot camp because we created relationships, even if you're not on my team. Master becoming great at what you do, but building strong relationships all around you, ladies and gentlemen. Learn how to build rapport, not just with your potential clients, but with your team as well. Promote. Find out who I told you about core 4, but find out who your core 1 is. Who's your right hand? I'm looking for a right hand. Yep. I got you, Nakia, but I'm looking for a right hand. Core 1. Right? Let's start there. I want you to understand the 26 richest people. The 26 richest people control as much wealth as the poorest 3.8 billion people. So those are thinking, well, you always, talk about building. You always talk about making money. Money is not all of that. Money is not that important. Well, that's a matter of personal opinion. And I get money ain't the most important thing in the world, but
It helps.
if you don't
It's
get
up there with air.
if you don't think it is, try going without it for a long, long time. It's not going to be fun. It's not going to be fun. Listen, I'd rather
broke
drive
is
a
more
Lamborghini
expensive.
and ride the bus. Those buses is hot. I remember I come from the bottom. Like born and raised in the projects of the South Bronx or the abandoned buildings. We were playing on dirty mattresses. Like I know what I know. It ain't fun. And for all of those that be like, money can't buy you happiness. I'm like, you just don't know where to shop. That's
Right.
it surely can if you know the right things to do. All right. I told y'all we're gonna wrap up. All right. I'm just gonna end with this. I just want y'all to understand, the industry that we're in. We're in the people business, man. We're in a relationship business, and the difference between marketing and network marketing is just relationship. So begin to master developing relationships with individuals, because, and I'm telling you, it's just not about who you know. but who they know and who they know and who they know, you begin to be able to be start tap rooting, and you can, and you may mess around and create something that you can't stop, and that'll be the best thing in the world. Look, Seymour's still on here. Y'all don't even know Seymour. If I tell your secret right now, I hope you forgive me in advance. But like low key, like we may all be in Seymour organization. Like he can't stop this thing if he wanted to.
Mm-hmm.
And you know what?
Mm-hmm.
Seymour had no idea who I was before we got in there. But he can't stop me. And all I'm gonna do is just make him more money. And I'm pretty sure he's all right with that.
Mm-hmm.
Especially if my goal is to build the biggest, strongest team of franchise players, and they all in his organization, he'll be like, go, Sonic, go. So get it through your brain, ladies and gentlemen. It's not a selfish business.
Nope.
It's not a selfish business.
Mm-hmm.
We literally get that ability to help change people's lives, man. And I'm just helping. I'm excited to be in a position that I was put in as a coach, as a master trainer, as a 7-figure earner in this industry. Take advantage while I'm here, ladies and gentlemen. And I'm not saying I'm going nowhere. Don't run with this the wrong way. I'm just saying, take advantage while I'm here. So with that being said, we're going to end the recording on tonight's call. Before I do, if anybody has a question on anything about tonight's training, please ask me the question now while we're on recording, and save the questions that ain't got nothing to do with this training. Save them for the after call. All right. But
The after party.
All right, cool. So we don't have no questions. I truly appreciate everybody that's joined us
I have
live.
a question.
And there we go. Always. All right, go ahead. What you got, Belinda?
Okay, so I need to relaunch. What are the steps to relaunch?
Oh wow. Well, we've given you relaunching we giving you launch tools forever.
Yeah.
My suggestion, A,
Hey,
make
Chad,
the biggest, strongest, fastest list that you've ever made.
What?
B, start calling every single person. Well, sort that list. Hold on. Thank you. You want to sort your list, right? And this is my tips. These are, because different coaches teach different things. You want to know how I've launched, how I've had success, what I've done. I told you I'm only going to teach and train you from experience, right?
Yes.
Make the biggest, strongest, fastest list that you can. Sort that list out. And I've taught many different sorting methods in the past as well. Again, there's a whole training on that we did with list building and all that other stuff. Sort that list. Call your reds first. Call your most influential people first. Get them on the line, because if you get some big boys or women in this industry, again, it gets to a point where you can't stop it if you want to, right? So I'm not going to call my blues first. I'm going to call my reds first. Having a conversation. I'm not sending emails because people ain't even reading email. I'm not sending texts. I'm not even sending messages on Facebook unless I'm trying to ask for their phone number. I'm picking up the phone and I'm calling. I always teach high touch versus high tech. It wins every time because we are in a relationship business, right? So I'm going to pick up the phone. I'm going to talk to you. I'm going to ask you a pique interest question so that I can get the answer right away. And I'm okay. I'm not attached to the decision. Do not get attached to the decisions. We're all big boys and girls. People can make whatever decision you want. And I understand from 30 years in this industry that a no just means not right now. Right? So, got some background noise. Sorry. So don't get attached to the decision. Call as many people as you can per day. And practice that PS3 system. Invite. Show the plan, like I talked about earlier, as many times as you can. Whoever shows the plan the most wins. And don't be afraid to even let people know that you're relaunching. Because you're going to have some people that are like, ain't you been doing this? Yep, but I'm in the middle of relaunching. This is the biggest project of my professional career. You were the first person I thought about. And I don't care if they're the 50th person you called that thing. You were the first person I thought about. And I just need to know. If the money was right and the time was right, would you be interested in launching your serious business online, online business? Whatever you want to say, whatever your peak interest question is, get them down. You might practice a few. You might find some work better than others, different things like that. But just do the work. Talk to as many people as quickly as possible. Show the plan as often as and as much as possible, and then get them plugged in. All of the stuff that we've already taught, you're just gonna redo it. You're just gonna redo it. Okay. And success loves speed. So that's why I say as many people as fast as possible, because success loves speed. Some of y'all made a list and ain't never called nobody. Losing. Some of y'all got the list training, ain't never do nothing. Losing. I'm saying, like, will and skill. I told y'all that earlier. It's great to have the knowledge, but if we're not applying it, you're not doing yourself no good. We just spending some quality time together, and I don't even know how quality it is, because my goal is to help you get to the next level. All right?
Okay, got it. Thank you.
No problem. Any other questions? All right. Yes, no. Okay. All right. So good. With that being said, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for watching the recording. If you're here on live, stay tuned. Don't leave yet. We might have something special for you. But for those watching the recording, I appreciate you. Hopefully you learned something today. And if it didn't motivate you, no problem. It did motivate me. I got something from it. So that being said, happy whatever day you're watching this. My name is Sonic Jones. I am Rosalind's baby boy. And I will see you guys at the top, because the bottom is just too crowded. Stay tuned for the next edition of the Coach's Corner Call. God bless and have a great night.